Friday night baseball from the Bay. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Boston Red Sox and the Oakland A's. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Kendall Graveman gets the call for game one of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
Digging in, Eduardo Nunez. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First of 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike one. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They've been playing better than 500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Dero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today. And they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one or not.
Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike. Past battles with Kendall Graveman, not great. He's 1 for 8. A little bouncer. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Here's a looping fly ball out to right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting third, the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
Now to the plate, J.D. Martinez. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Squared that one up just a little late. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
Dero, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. And now the A's offense gets its first shot here. No score. Drew Pomeranz will be the starter for the Bo Sox in this contest. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Drew Pomeranz, better known for that big overhand curveball that he has. A good fastball, not a great fastball. 91 to 93. Curveball is his best pitch. He will mix in an occasional changeup.
Stepping into the box, Marcus Semien. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Marcus Semien.
Here it comes. Big swing and a miss at the knuckle curve, strike one. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, coming off last night's W, we had a chance to catch up with the manager. He just liked the way guys are playing. They're showing up to the yard ready to go. They're playing as a collective group. A lot of good things happening in this clubhouse.
And that's out number 1. Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
You know, Matt, I'm hoping to see Jonathan Lucroy get it going. He's not producing at the plate like people expect him to. I don't know if it's the pressure or if it's just baseball. Sometimes you go through struggles. Maybe today is the day he breaks out of it.
Stepping up to the plate, Cesar Hernandez. He's ready for his first at bat of this early season contest. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Chopped weakly to the left. On to Moreland, and that's in time for the second out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He was 1 for 4 back in Wednesday's contest. Pomerantz is ready. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Hey, that two-seam fastball is going to be the be-all, end-all of this game right here. Who's going to execute? Is the pitcher going to be able to keep going to that well, or is the offense?
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the A's, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Now in the box, Mookie Betts. He'll start things out in the top half of the second. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes this the other way to right, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit to start the Red Sox half of the inning. Around second, he's on his way to third, and he'll make it in safely as he kicks off the second with a leadoff triple.
That was not the way this pitcher envisioned the beginning of the game. Going for him wasn't that bad of a pitch. He jumps all over it. Nobody can run it down, and he's standing at third feeling pretty good about himself.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Past battles with Kendall Graveman. He's 1 for 2. Ball 1. Line drive to left, and a base hit as the run will come in to score, and that gives the Red Sox a 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. 1-0 the count. Benintendi aboard here at first with nobody out. Benintendi's on the move. Strike taken, to throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Their count now at 2-2. The 2-2. Drilled to first. Chapman has it cleanly, and it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And known as one of the best framing catchers in the game, Jonathan LaCroix can beat you in multiple fashions. Not only can he do it from a defensive standpoint, catching and throwing to second base, but he can also move the ball on the offensive side.
The 2-0 on the way is taken, strike one.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Kenna giving chase, and the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
First pitch of the at-bat. There's a strike. Past battles with Kendall Graveman. He's 0 for 4. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Hernandez charging in on it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Red Sox are out in front 2-0. Digging in, Chris Davis. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Now a cutter down around his shoe tops as he hops out of the way.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Ball's behind in the count, 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
2 balls and a strike. Two balls and 2 strikes to count to Chris Davis. And he got him.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And let's focus our attention on Xander Bogaerts, shortstop, up the chute. One of the best in the business, one of the smoothest players in the game. We talk a lot about Robinson Cano and how he goes about his business at second base. The X-Man is no different at shortstop, and the bat plays too.
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
The 1-0. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Bradley is there. 2 gone. In is the catcher Jonathan Lucroy. In prior matchups against Drew Pomerantz, he's 0 for 4. First delivery to him on the way. Popped him up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. A's are gone in order. They're down 2-0. Striding into the box, Sandy Leon. He brings an average in the 260s into this one. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Now the 2-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Swing and a line drive. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Leadoff single to start the third right now. From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at-bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense. Everything's looking good right now.
Swinging a blooper to the right side. Piscotty has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1.
The shortstop, number 2, Xander Bogaerts.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Here's the first pitch to him. Back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
I think the whole ballpark knew he was going to go with the sinker right there to induce the double play. The only problem is he can't guarantee it's going to be hit right at one of his infielders. Tough luck.
Here's J.D. Martinez as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Now a swing and a fly ball. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Now batting.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Mookie Betts. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike one. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. And that brings up Chad Pinder. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Benintendi, a range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down. So striding in, Mark Hanna. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
There's a good knuckle curveball right there. A lot of people ask me, what's the difference between a curveball and the knuckle curve? The knuckle curveball, the finger, your pointer finger is spiked into it, and at times it can be a much tighter spin and rotation than the conventional curveball.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that one just missed outside. Popped him up. Moreland waits on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
And that misses, ball 1. A's still looking for that elusive first hit of the ball game. A ball and a strike. A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. Marcus Semien would be next. Now this pitch is swung on and popped up. And this will also head toward the right side of the infield. Nunez is there, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They trail things here 2-0. Now at the plate, Andrew Benintendi looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Ground ball foul down the left side. The 1-1. Misses, ball 2. Now a swing and a miss at the hard sinker, and they're back to even 2-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2. Swing and a little tapper. That's foul, so the battle will continue.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right.
But it bends just foul into the second deck.
Full count now, 3-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4. First offering on its way. He swings and misses. Throw down. Is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt, Matty. The ball isn't carrying well tonight, and we haven't seen any home runs, so...
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, boys. Through the 5.5, the old Tony Gwynn hole. And a nice piece of base running. Guy on second is able to let that ball, see it go through, and then advance up to third.
Rafael Devers is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. And they're runners at the corners now. Popped him up. Semien onto the grass, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And not in time as the run scores.
Hey, you tip your hat to the batter for finding a way to find some green grass out there, but man, that has to frustrate you, Dan. An executed pitch right there.
It does. Anytime you make a good pitch, and off the bat, it certainly didn't look like it was going to fall in for a base hit. You make a good pitch, but you don't necessarily always get the kind of results you want as a pitcher.
Moreland over at second. Devers on at first with nobody out. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up. And it's even harder to make good contact with.
Standing in now, Sandy Leon, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Now both runners on the move. Grounded down the third baseline. Softly hit out to short. That's in there. Base hit. The relay, and he is in there.
Boy, Dero, so close to getting the strikeout there. Needed to make one more pitch and didn't throw a good enough breaking ball there with 2 strikes.
Yeah, and that's what you pray for from an offensive standpoint. You try and pick up that red spinning dot that constitutes slider coming in there, and then you hope it doesn't fall off the table. He was able to get himself inside that baseball and get a ribby hit.
On the ground is short. This could be 2. Simeon's there. 1 there. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. And he is cruising now. It's 0-2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of the baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
3 runs already home here. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Very weakly on the ground. lifted in the air out to center field. Kenna moves over, and the inning is over. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 base hits. No error.
Leading off the fourth for the A's, the shortstop, Marcus Semien.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Chasing after it is Bradley. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The batter, second baseman.
Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Nunez comes up with it. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth.
Now batting, third baseman, Chapman.
Digging in, Matt Chapman. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. And a breaking ball stays outside. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Hit hard to short. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Wow, I think he took it for granted there a bit. Probably thought he had it in the bag, and he just lost concentration for a minute. Now his pitcher has to pick him up with 2 outs.
Here's Chris Davis now. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Pomerantz sets. 1-0 on its way. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Chapman is off of first with 2 away. Ready on 1 and 2. And that one stayed too low apparently. Hit on the ground to short. Over to Nunez for the force, and that ends the inning. The A's strand 1. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Striding in once again, Mookie Betts. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Hard hit ball to second, but that finds its way through for a base hit. And this will get all the way out toward the 388 sign. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Well, every pitcher gets to start the inning with a fresh slate, and he's out trying to put that last inning behind him. But he's got to be shaking his head right here. A leadoff double on the first pitch, and he's back in trouble again. Things just not going his way right now.
Kevin Segrist, the 6'5" left-hander, takes over on the mound now. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 5 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error on the Boston line score. High and wide, 2 balls and a strike. 2-2. The 2-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. The 0-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. Hernandez ranges to his left. In time to first, and there are two away. Rafael Devers the next to bat. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Siegrist, originally from New York State, he was taken in the very late rounds during the 2008 draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Lucroy is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. 1 left for the Red Sox, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He'll start things out here in the
Up for the A's, right fielder Stephen Piscotty.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Strike 2 as he swings and misses at a ball in the dirt.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out. Next up for the A's, Jonathan Lucroy. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Heading out towards shallow right. Betts has a read on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. First pitch on its way. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Two balls and no strikes. Throw in time, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Here's Jackie Bradley now. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Center fielder Jackie Bradley.
Here's the first pitch to him. Line shot to first, and there's 1 away.
The catcher, number 3, Sandy Leone.
In now, Sandy Leone. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
No strike.
The 2-0. 3-0 now.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now. Soft liner to the right side, and that is through into right field for a single. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with one away.
Second baseman, Eduardo Nunez.
Hey, I can't fault the pitcher right now, but he better make an adjustment. This guy came into the game ice cold, but after 3 knocks, to give him another chance to beat you seems foolish.
Leone leads off first with one away. And here's a ball hit in the air. Piscotty on his horse, but no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitors' bullpen. And look out as that one ran in and got him. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. No career at-bats for him against this particular arm in the past. And that misses inside, 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes for Bogaerts.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Pinder comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The batter.
Here's J.D. Martinez. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup. And he lays off here, but it's a cold strike 1.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
The 0-2 delivery. Hit sharply toward the right side. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Boston strands a couple as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Stepping into the box, Mark Hanna 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled off. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. There to look it in his bets, and that's out number 1.
Third baseman, number 6.
So striding forward now, Daniel Castro. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's his windup. I don't know if it's just flat stuff. But he's getting a lot of swings outside the zone, and he's having a big game.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Popped him up. Nunez shading to his right. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Marcus Semien. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Pomerantz is ready. Here's the first pitch. High pop-up. Bogaerts is underneath this one, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. Need to get it going soon. Here's Mookie Betts. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings. And guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hot shot on the ground is short. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Next up for the Red Sox, Andrew Benintendi. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Popped him up. Castro has a play, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Standing in, Mitch Moreland. He was a ground out victim last time up. And he gets ahead with a sinker on the outside. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Piscotty's there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Red Sox go down 1-2-3, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Striding in for Oakland, Cesar Hernandez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you're going to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this would be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Matty V, and this is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the 7th inning, D-Row. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he's pitched a heck of a game, but from an offensive standpoint, you never stop grinding to get a crooked number up on that board.
Here comes the first pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. No dice on the knuckle curve that time. 3-1.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows his team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
Hit out towards second. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Up next for Oakland.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. The 2-0 on the way. Down the third baseline. But this will get foul. 2-1. Hernandez on second. Chapman at first with no outs. Offers it that one a little late, and it's 2-2 now.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
Here now the 2-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
First pitch of the at-bat. On its tailor-made to short. 6-4. And the return throw is wide and not in time as it pulled him off the bag, and they'll settle for just the 1.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got the force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
On to first, and the A's fail to cash in here as the side is retired. A's strand a couple. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. At the plate, Rafael Devers, a hit in 2 tries so far. And he'll step off and try and reset. First offering on its way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Into the corner and slicing foul. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now. Jackie Bradley Jr. is on deck. Chopped toward the second baseman. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting.
Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. So 1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Cut fastball misses 2-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Visiting Red Sox on top in the 8th inning as you get a look at the line score to this point. Digging in to try it again, Sandy Leone. He singled his last time up. Swing and a liner, but pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. And that brings up Chad Pinder. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Pat. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Lifted down the line in left.
Benintendi in pursuit.
He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Showtrack. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. So now it's Mark Canha. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. And that's off his leg on the mound. Nice recovery play to get the second out, but we'll have to make sure he's okay on the mound. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Now batting, Daniel Castro. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. A's are gone in order. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0.
Leading off for Boston, second baseman,
Chris Hatcher enters from the pen to start the ninth inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Hit on the ground out for short. Simeon's got it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And it's gone as they add still another.
Everybody has heard of a hitter punishing a curve or a slider that just hangs. Well, this was a cutter. It just hangs right there out over the heart of the plate, and he didn't miss it. Can't leave a pitch like that to a professional hitter. Well, you can, but that's what you get.
Now he extends nicely, and this ball is driven to right field and deep. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Fastball called for strike 2. Swing, and this is also hit well. Out to deep center. That one's out of here. Back-to-back home runs.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
Here's Mookie Betts. As he'll take a look at a slider in the dirt, and it's ball 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And now a lunging catch, and he does a full gainer as well, but somehow hangs on for the second out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Popped him up. And this will land foul. And a fastball just a bit high. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. To the bottom of the 9th we go. So stepping in, Marcus Semien, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count. At least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Now the 1-0. And now here's the ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Bradley is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away.
Second baseman.
Standing in, Cesar Hernandez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. Moreland is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Pomeranz gets the sign. Here's the 0-1. Hit back up the middle. Bogaerts has it. Throw on to first, and the Red Sox have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Yeah, they could only manage 2 hits against him the entire game, so they were never really in a position to even challenge him. Rock solid win and a memorable performance.
A 7-0 shutout final score tonight. The Red Sox took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Drew Pomeranz takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year, and records a complete game 2-hitter in doing so. Kendall Graveman was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa and the lefty Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious Boston Red Sox, 7 runs.